Hey guys, what's up? Glitch Pictures here, and I'm here to show you guys how to make your horror films better. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so today we're going to be talking about a few tips on how to make your horror films even better. Tip number 1, sound. Sound is one of the biggest key elements to making a horror movie a horror movie. Think of it like this. Let's say you and a friend are watching a movie, and there's this really funny part, and you both are laughing, and it's so much more funnier when you're together. Now, let's say you watch a movie by yourself or something like that. It's not as funny. Why? Because you're both laughing at the same time. You're both sharing that exact same, that feeling. It's kind of like that same thing with the jump scare. You are screaming. The other person in the computer is screaming. You both are screaming. It makes the intensity much more intense. Tip number 2, silence. Yes, I know we went over a whole category on why sound is a very big key element in horror films. Well, actually, silence is a kind of a new key element in the horror film industry. Here's why it's a very good key element. Let's just say you were watching the movie Jaws and you heard that theme song, dun 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 dun, and that theme song kind of gave them a warning saying, hey, shark's about to come up and eat somebody. Better close your eyes, here it comes. But with silence, it gives the element of surprise. The audiences aren't expecting it. They don't know when it's going to happen or how it's going to happen or, where it's going to happen. They just don't know. And that's what makes silence such a great feature in horror films. Tip number 3, lighting. Yes, lighting is a very small element in horror films. But let's just say this. You're out in the woods, broad daylight, there's a killer chasing you. It's not that scary because it's in broad daylight and you can see where he is. Oh, he's right there, it's run the opposite direction. But with nighttime or darker effects or with filters or something like that, the audience doesn't see where the killer or paranormal activity is gonna happen. It's dark. They don't know what's gonna happen. Something will maybe arise out of the dark and it will scare the audience. So that's why lighting is a very small but big key element in horror films. Tip number 4, make the audiences see things that characters can't. This is another big key element because it makes the audience have a kind of a connection to the characters in the movie. Let's just say I was walking on the street or an alley or woods, wherever, and there was the killer behind me and the audience can see it, but I can't. And it makes the audience say, hey, look out, there's a guy about to slit your throat. So it makes audiences have that connection to reach out to their character and try to help them. That kind of gives them the more interactive state. So that's why making audiences see things that characters can't is a very good feature in horror films. 5th and final tip, be original. Do you know how many horror films are made today that are decent, original, and still gives that audience that great effect? Not that many. Do you know why horror films like The Conjuring or Amityville Horror are so good? It's because they are original. They use ideas that weren't used yet. So if you think of an idea that sounds good to you and isn't used up already, I promise you audiences will love it. The reason why they will love it is because it's unpredictable, unthinkable, it's unique. They're not expecting that event to happen at this time, place, and whatever. They're not expecting it. They're saying, oh my gosh, that is scary. I've never thought of that before. So that's why it is a very big key element to making your horror film amazing, is be original. Alright guys, I hope you guys love this tutorial on how to make your horror films even better. I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and hope you guys make great horror films. See you guys later. Recording? Yes.